Hey everyone, before we get started on today's video, a little update on our friend Paul, which is currently down in the USA filming van tours for this channel. According to his last location, he's heading through Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, then heading over to the East Coast on the USA in Florida, then maybe up the coastline. I'm still not too sure on his travels yet, but that's the latest update I have. So if you live in a vehicle of any kind or doing something alternative and you want to share your story right here with our audience on Van City Van Life, fire me off an email at vantoursUSA@vancityvanlife.ca and someone will get back to you and we'll try to get you scheduled in. So the East Coast is where he's headed, so please guys, I would love this opportunity to share your story right here. Before we get started on today's video, I want to introduce you guys to Paul.
What's up, weirdos? My name's Paul. This is my dog Peanut. We are currently traveling southeast in the United States from BC, Canada, filming van tours of you guys. I was headed up to Utah, but it's a bit too cold for me right now, so I'm back in Arizona, headed southeast, looking for some more adventures out here. Okay. Peanut, you're making this very difficult. I'm currently back. Oh my gosh, Peanut. So if you guys would like to be featured on Van City Van Life, please send us an email right now at vantoursUSA@vancityvanlife.ca and we will get in touch with you on our journey.
Good morning, Emmy.
Good afternoon, Chrome.
Is it that late already?
12:30.
We're just pulling into the old town of Hedley, BC. It's pretty amazing because there's an old mine up there on the hill. It's a pretty rad little town. This is where you come and tie your horses up. Right there. We are in the little town of Hedley, BC. One of those places that kind of makes you feel like you're lost in time. I don't think this place has changed a lot over the years. Pretty cool little spot. What a view from the backside of this town. Wow. You don't want your posts to have cold heads in the winter. Now, each and every one of them has a little bonnet on. Somebody back here built some kind of a sunroom or something using old car windshields. It's insulated on some sides. CRUZ found himself a little doghouse. Hey, you got a pretty cool doghouse there, buddy. That'd be a blast.
Must be the fun part of the day.
Yeah. Back to the saloon to get some beers. I'm a very happy man right now. A very happy man. I have an Americano and a butter tart at this really cool little spot here. But I got a dog attached to me and this and a camera in one hand. How do I do this? Oh yeah, I have a girlfriend now. Oh, this makes life so much easier. My God. I'm in love. I'm so in love.
What? You in love with something other than me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
This. You're sweet, baby.
well, not that sweet.
This is a lot like you. Very sweet and a little bit nuts. We're moving on down the road. Where are we going? I don't know. Somewhere. The countryside out here is definitely very beautiful. We are pulling into Keremeos, BC, into the area where we did all my body work in the backcountry, in the bush. And I have a funny feeling Emmy's gonna turn up and go that way. I'll see if those blinkers turn on. If they turn on, yep. This bridge is so freaking cool. You guys know it's my favorite part. When the pavement ends. Ah! I think we found a nice little spot here. She was telling me that when I turned around here, she could hear this popping noise. And turns out I crushed an animal skull. I'm guessing though it's brittle. It had probably been here for a while. I know, as soon as you went on it, went whoop, sunk right in. Is it high enough though on that side for you? We can throw another one. We'll find a bigger one.
I found once that I changed the side of sleeping one night.
What are you looking at? You're just sitting there looking over there. What are you admiring? Oh. Really?
Maybe that's a horse.
Maybe. What happened to my van? Look it.
I wonder. I
Like-
complained that some stuff open in my van.
For real?
You too.
Groceries are here. Cupboards are open. Things are spewing out of it. That's why they call us dirty van dwellers.
We clean ourselves. We just have to clean.
Yeah, all day. And it's weird because it's like it takes literally 2 minutes. I cleaned this morning. They thought I cleaned it yesterday.
No, that was morning.
Sorry, CRUZ. When we did my van repairs the other day, I forgot to secure this latch. So this latch doesn't secure because it needs to go flat. So what I did last time is I run a cable strap through it and strap it around to hold it down. That way this doesn't pop up. And so far this bolt is holding pretty good. I put a ton of Loctite in there, so fingers crossed that thing never comes out again. We sure lost that sunshine pretty quick. That's the problem when the mountains are like right there. The sun's still up clearly, just not on this camp spot. I'm coming over for dinner. I brought a plastic fork because I'm not allowed to have sharp things. We're eating at Emily's restaurant. It was kind of like a team effort. She made the rice and veggies and I brought more veggies.
Aww. CRUZ is looking over here. Looks so cute.
How come I didn't get invited for dinner? You and Kelly aren't quite friends yet. My plastic fork still has the tag on it. The little dishes. You can hear Emmy's heater firing up. Sounds like a little mini jet engine. All right, put the dishes away. Just chuck them in the drawer. The perimeter lights around the van are always a super nice touch. It lights up the camp so well. Makes these spots a little less spooky.
I had a pretty rad experience over at Emmy's house tonight. We watched a movie, and I got up from watching a movie, and I stood up. I stood there and was just in shock. She started to giggle and laugh at me because I was like, oh my gosh, does this ever feel cool? I know, weird, but in my home, I don't got the ability to stand. And it was just a weird feeling because normally if I get up from watching a movie, I got to be like crouched down all the time. And over there, I was like, oh, damn, I still had space. It was a pretty rad feeling. Does that mean I'm going to put a high top on my van? Yeah, definitely not. But it was a cool experience. And wow, does it ever open up that space? Like mine's like a little cocoon. I absolutely love mine. But her van is also like 30% bigger than mine because of all that extra space on the top. High tops, pretty cool. Has it changed my mind on it? No. But it definitely has changed my mind on the outlook of it. And I understand why people seek the high top sometimes. Standing in a van, pretty cool. Anyway, I know I had dinner earlier, but I'm hungry, so I'm gonna make some chunky chicken noodle soup. It's been cool for me to experience the inside of somebody else's van home. I know I have filmed a ton of van tours, but it's not quite the same when I walk in there and I film and I leave versus spending a little bit of time kind of living in there for a few hours here and there at a time, like experiencing dinner in somebody else's van or watching a movie, which is pretty much being in the van living. It's been pretty unique. Tonight was really great to kind of see how her van functions with a secondary person and how my van functions with a secondary person. Because I built my van for me. I was going to be single for the rest of my life. There was no chance any woman was going to be in my world. So I never built it for two. She has been single for years. She didn't build her van for two. She built it for her. So there was things that she didn't think of or I didn't think of when it comes to having company over. I know I have a swivel seat, which is great. You've seen that in a video the other day where Joseph was sitting on the other side of the van, and also Emmy came by for tea in the morning and she sat way over there. It's just a really great experience. But there's sometimes when you have people over, where do you have dinner together? One person in both of these vans usually has to hold their plate to eat. The other person, like here, could use my table. I never thought about this until after leaving her van today, though. If I put my poo bucket over there and somebody sits here, we could dine. It's a pretty small table. It's only from like tip of my fingers to my elbow. But we could actually make this into a small little dining area. Never thought of that. I wouldn't want to be sitting my buddy this close to me because our knees would literally be rubbing together. But over there in her van, she has that one little Laguna style table that she built herself, but that's not big enough, nor can it handle the weight of her and I dining on it. So she sits on the little center thing. So she's got her driver's and passenger seat and a metal box in between for storage. Well, she was sitting on that and eating on holding her plate. But that's something that maybe might be something for you to think about when it comes to building a vehicle. Do you have a place to invite a friend over for a bite to eat? Like if you're a single person and you're only thinking about you, think about that. Because who knows how far down in your van life you might meet somebody, it's raining outside and you want to invite them into your house to have a sit-down dinner. Do they have a place to put down their plate or their bowl or put their coffee? You know what I mean? Like in this situation here, right where my chair is when I swivel it, having a table system there is quite a smart idea. Maybe it's just something that latches on or snaps together or flops down. But having a place for somebody to sit in that passenger seat and dine with me is kind of awesome. Like what if Joseph was over and he was sitting in that chair and we were eating? You know, it'd be nice for him to put his arms down and, you know, just have a good time and be comfortable. And I've got this amazing piece. This single piece of wood that gets wedged in here. What's up, Crazy Bear? How you doing, buddy? Wedged in here creates my editing desk and also where I sit down to eat. But what are you gonna do with friends come over? Something today I never even thought about. That was never a piece of my mind at all when it came to designing this custom van build that you guys see wrapped around me right now. I never thought about, what if I have company? I've been a single boy for a long time, and I'm a quiet guy that normally doesn't have friends around. But it turns out that after moving into my van, I have a lot more friends than I ever did in my life. Hold on, let me move my camera frame. So you never know where your life changes and how things evolve, especially if you're gonna do a professional van build and invest the money into your new rolling van home. It may be an idea to think about that, about setting up a space for company to be comfortable. Just one person. Because think about it. Think about what if you bump into me one day down the road and you're like, Chrome, why do you come in for a bite to eat? That way I got a nice comfortable place to sit down, a good place to put my beer, put my arms up, sit down and relax and enjoy some time with you, you know? Yeah, it was just something I never thought about. I just thought I'd share that with you guys because it was really, really cool experience for me tonight to experience what I did inside of her home that she built for her and her cat. High tops, man. Pretty cool. And I think there's a lot of amazing things that you can do with that much more space. Her and I were talking about that too. I'm like, I would have put upper cabinets and blah, blah, blah. She's like, I don't need any more storage. She's got less stuff than me. My clothing cupboards are so ram-packed, they're overflowing. Look at that back door one over there. I can't even close. Can you see that? That one's so full it doesn't even shut. But anyway, guys, thanks for riding along with me today and learning these experiences about van life that I'm still learning over 4 years into this lifestyle, and I'm still learning new things, especially with the new dynamic going on in my world with having a girlfriend that has her own van. I'm learning a lot about how she does things because how I do things in my van life are a little bit different than her. So it's been really fun to experience all of this stuff together and be able to share our experiences with you guys. Anyway, I only got a handful more days with Emmy before she's way off to the East Coast, and then it's just you and I again for a little while. Yep, just the two of us, which means we're going to start building that ambo. Yes, we are. Thanks for watching, you guys. See you soon.